welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Bellevue Honda versus the Central Washington Spuds. Game 2, day 2, and we are set to go underway. Apologize for the late start here, folks. Technical difficulties, but we've got it squared underway. Leading off for the away team, number 11, Joey Wishart. Number 5, Josh Davis. Wishart is in right field. Josh Davis, number 5, he's a designated hitter. Second pitch to Wishart. Fouls off. And we're even at 1. Number 1, Braden Boyes is the third baseman. Number 21, Cody Bentley is behind the plate. This one's going to be fouled back off into the netting at us. Makes it strike 2. Number 4, Nate Gilbrick is going to be the left fielder. Number 10, Ryan Troutman. He is the shortstop. Number 23, Brody McBallata is the first baseman. Here's the pitch. That one's going to come inside, and we will have an even count at 2 for Wishart. Number 12, Steve Waters is at second. Number 13, Max Gardner is in center. Here's the pitch outside, and we'll have a full count at 3-2 now. And Jacob Bacon, number 22, is on the mound. On the mound for the Spuds is Ezekiel Okada, and the batter is walked.
5, Josh Davis.
And that'll bring up Josh Davis, number 5, the designated hitter. So Honda, coming off of a win in Game 1 today over LeGrand, they would take the win 9-1. Day 1 in the books, day 2 in the opening frame of Game 2. That pitch will be outside on the right-handed batter of Davis. Wishart is at first. Davis settles in. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go to second. Pitch is hit right out past. It's going to go past the second baseman, roll out into second. Runner's going to get around from second to third, and Wishart will make it to third, and Honda will pick up where they left off in Game 1. And they'll have runners on the corners to start out here. Honda now has themselves a young bat boy coming out to get the bat. And that'll bring us to number 1, Braden Boyes, the third baseman. So Honda, 1-1 on the tournament. They would lose yesterday to Gonzaga Prep, 9-1. Will they come back today and win 9-1 in the early game against LeGrand? Here's the pitch. Swung on. That was going to foul and hop up over the netting on the first base line for strike 1. Cody Bentley in the on deck for Honda. So Honda and steps off and fakes the throw to third, and he'll hold on to it. And Honda wanting a bulk out of that. They're not going to get it. Runners at the corners now, stepping away from their bases. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off of the mask of Cody Goodwin. Goodwin behind the plate. Okawa settles on the mound, and here's the pitch. That one will be swung on and missed, and he'll have his first K of the day. That'll bring up number 21, Cody Bentley, the catcher,
Cody Bentley.
And Nate Gilbrick will go to the on-deck circle. box, settles in. 1 out, 1 on at first and third. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go at second. The batter's going to get hit, and they'll load the bases with 1 out here. That'll bring up number 4, the left fielder, Nate Gilbrick. And Goodwin's going to go ahead and head out to the mound. Looking at the batting order for the Spuds of Central Washington, number 12, Cameron Duke, he is at center field. Number 34, Wyatt Visker, he is on left field. Number 8, Austin Valdez, he's the third baseman. Batting fourth is number 15, Michael Harrington, he'll hold down first. We get set back into the action, loaded bases here, 1 out, opening frame, and in the box is Nate Gilbrick. Here's the pitch, outside in the dirt, and that will be ball 1. Number 22, Cody Goodwin, as we mentioned, is behind the plate at the catcher position. Number 21, Brandon Stout, is the designated hitter. Batting 7th is number 11, Zachary Valdez. He'll be the shortstop. Here's the pitch. This one's going to hit right out to Valdez. He'll catch it. The throw to second is there, and that will end. They say out. I thought he said he was out, but they say safe. So 2 outs here, and that'll bring up number 10, Ryan Troutman, the shortstop, and Brody Magbalata will go to the on deck. Our officials for game 2, behind the plate is Seth Kitchen, and in the field is Nick Jonke. So the right-handed batter settles in, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside, loaded bases for Honda here in the opening frame. And the Spuds looking to hang them there without any runs. Honda would put up some runs in the first game against LeGrand, making it 9-1. That pitch outside. We quickly go to a 2-0 count here for Ochoa. Number 7, Daniel Ochoa, is at second. Here's the pitch. That one is going to catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter, and we'll have a 3-1 count now. Number 14, Bailey Sanchez, is the right fielder, and as I mentioned, number 13, Ezekiel Ochoa on the mound. Here's the pitch, and that one will catch the outside of the plate once again, almost in the exact same spot. We've got a full count at 3-2 now with 2 outs. Nope, 3-1 is what the umpire says. I got ahead of myself. Loaded bases here. Umpire calls time and steps off. Ochoa. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be swung on and fouled, and now we will move to a full count at 3-2.
Please return foul balls to the concession stand.
Now we settle back in. Full count now for the shortstop. Ochoa settles in on the mound. Runners at first, second, and third. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside. They call strike, and it will end the inning. So they'll load them and hang them, and it'll finish out without any runs. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly, to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Mavericks Memorial Tournament 2017, Game 2, Day 2, Honda of Bellevue and Central Washington Spuds. And we are at the bottom of the opening frame here with the Spuds getting ready to go. Leading off, Cameron Duke, the number 12, the center fielder, with Wyatt Visker going into the on deck here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Gorgeous day in Missoula, Montana. There's a cloud over the sky there, but it is a small one. Beautiful sunny day for baseball. Gorgeous view, slight bit of a breeze as the American, Montana, and Legion flags wave at us in center field. Warming up on the mound is Jacob Bacon, number 22 for Honda, and making his way to the plate now is their leadoff batter, number 12, Cameron Duke, the center fielder.
Leading off the bottom of the first
Wyatt Visker
inning
moves into the
for
on-deck
Central
circle and gets ready to
Washington.
go.
Center fielder Cameron Duke.
Duke, a left-handed batter. He'll settle in. And now the first pitch. That one's going to be way outside for ball one. Here's pitch number 2. That one outside, but not as far. And the catcher, Bentley, with a hand signal to Bacon to get him to settle. Now Bacon with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be outside, and we move quickly to a 3-0 count here to start out the Spuds half of the opening frame. Now the pitch, and they'll go ahead and walk the opening batter. That'll take us to number 34, Wyatt Visker, the left fielder, and Austin Valdez will go to the on deck.
Left fielder
Bentley
Wyatt
steps in
Visker.
front of the plate and signals the field. Visker steps into the box. Runner steps away from first with a one-step lead. Show and bunt. He'll let that one go by on the bunt, and it'll be outside for ball one. Central Washington would pick up their only win, their 1-0 yesterday morning to open things up against Gonzaga Prep. That was a pitcher's game. Show and bunt again. Runner's going to go to second. The throw to second is there in time, and they get him for the out. So that'll be out number 1 as a roar erupts from the Honda dugout. So now with a 2-0 count here. They get rid of the runner on base. 2-0, and now Visker steps in. Here's the pitch, and that one will be a ball. And we go to a 2-0 count. So Bacon opening up with 6 straight outside pitches. Gonna have to get him dialed in closer to the plate here. Here's the pitch by Bacon. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter, and we go to 3-1 on the count. Visker settles back in, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll take us to
the third baseman,
number
Austin
8,
Valdez.
Austin Valdez, the third baseman, and Michael Harrington will move to the on deck. So Harrington, right-handed batter, settles in. Third baseman adjusts the dirt in the box. Visker will step away from first. Here's the pitch. That one's going to catch the inside of the plate, and that's right where Bacon's been throwing here. Bentley with a signal to shortstop and second. They'll throw to first. Visker back with more than enough time. 2-1 count here for Bacon. Here's the pitch. That one will catch. No, it won't. It will be just a hair outside, and we'll even the count out at 1. 1 out, runner at first. Bacon with the pitch. That one's going to go off the toe of the catcher, and Visker will make his way to second with 1 out here. 2-1 count. With 1 out. Visker steps away from second now. Step and a half lead. And now we're going to have a meeting as Coach Williams comes out of the dugout to have a conversation with Bacon. Bacon, he's 12 pitches in, 10 of them have been balls. So they need to get him settled in. Otherwise, the Spuds will get away with this very quickly. So Coach Williams will go out and have a conversation with him. Now, folks, you can follow along with us on iScore. Get the pitch-by-pitch stats. Look at all the player stats and everything. Just simply go to the MissoulaMavericks.net website. On the home page on the right-hand side, just scroll down a little bit, and there's a link to iScore. Once you get to iScore, it's going to ask you for a code. Just go to the Missoula Mavericks Legion Baseball Facebook page, and you'll be able to get the code there. And then you'll have access to all of the games this weekend. They'll be kept right here. They've got a great crew working the stats for the tournament here. All volunteers, but they're doing a great job. And you can follow along. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one's going to bounce over the head of the pitcher. The throw to first is there for out number 2 as Visker makes his way to third. So with 2 outs, the Spuds are threatening at third base here in the bottom of the first frame. And that'll bring up the first baseman, number 15, Michael Harrington. Cody Goodwin will go to the on deck. Harrington, a left-handed batter. First pitch is a strike. So Bacon settling down here. Gets the pitch from Bentley, and it's on its way. This one will be hit out to shortstop, picked up in the dirt by the shortstop, shouldered. The throw to first is there in time, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave him hanging, and it will stay goose eggs on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we continue coverage of the Memorial Tournament.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Day 2, Game 2, Honda of Bellevue and the Central Washington Spuds. Top of the second, it is Bellevue's inning. There's the throw to second. Second baseman goes to the ground. And Seth Kitchen will clean off the plate. Leading off, we have the 7, 8, 9 batters for Honda, and number 23, Brody Magbalata will go into the box. He is holding down first base today. So Magbalata settles in, right-handed batter. On the mound is Ochoa. And we are ready for the pitch. It's on its way. Outside. in the dirt, not able to control it, is the catcher for ball one. Ochoa, 22 pitches in, 12 of those have been strikes. He has struck out a batter in that opening frame. Here's the pitch, and that one will be a little bit closer to the plate, but still outside for ball two. Meg Bellata did a good job yesterday. And that pitch moves it to a 3-0 count. Saw him in the loss. Here's the pitch. Outside again, and they walk the opening batter. That'll take us to number 16, Steve Waters, the second baseman.
Steve Waters.
So Waters looks down the third baseline. Coach Williams with the call. Runner steps away from first. Now the throw to first. Back in time. Saw a successful pickoff play yesterday. Ochoa settles, runner steps away from first, showing bunt. It's laid down nicely down the first base line, picked up by the first baseman, and the tag is there for out number one, but the damage is done as Meg Bellata makes his way to second base. That'll bring up number 13, Max Gardner, the center fielder.
Max Gardner.
Gardner struggled in game one this morning. Let's see if he can get something going here in game two. Joey Wishart goes to the on-deck circle for Honda. Runner at second steps away. Step and a half lead out there for Meg Bellata, and here's the pitch by Ochoa. This one's going to go down. Nice little bunt picked up by the pitcher, and the runner will make it on base. And with one out here, Honda will have runners on the corners once again. That'll swing us to the top of the batting order. Number 11, Joey Wishart, will come to the plate. And Josh Davis will go to the on-deck circle. Young man for Honda comes out, snags the bat, quickly makes his way back to the dugout.
Number 11, Joey Wishart.
Wishart will settle in with runners on the corners, one out. Gardner steps away from first with a step lead out there. He'll get checked over the left shoulder by Ochoa, and now the pitch. That one's going to be just outside on the right-handed batter for ball one. Wishart walked his first opportunity at bat. Ochoa's walked the leadoff batter in the first two innings. Now the pitch. This one will be hit out into center field. And this one's going to go deep. It's going to roll all the way back to the warning track. They'll have runner trot in. Another one round from third. And they'll hold the batter at third. He'll get a stand-up double, and Honda takes a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. Nice job by Wishart. He picks off a triple to start things off here, standing up.
Josh Davis.
That'll take us to number 5, Josh Davis, and Braden Boyce will go to the on-deck. And this will prompt a conversation with both Goodwin and the pitching coach.
Take a look at the Halo logo around.
They'll have a conversation
plate.
out there
Sponsored
on the
by
mound.
Bob Ward and D.A. Davidson. Bob Ward.
Folks, I know it's
Everything
summertime and you don't
outdoors,
really think
Montana
about
style.
hockey,
D.A.
but
Davidson,
Missoula's
excellence in
Lacrosse and
investment
Hockey Wolf are going to have a blowout sale July 7th through the 10th. That's right, folks. Get in and get yourself some clearance hockey and lacrosse gear, and they're going to have hot dogs and refreshments there all weekend long as well for you. Stop in and see the folks at Lacrosse and Hockey Wolf, and when you do, tell them thanks for supporting high school sports on the Prep Sports Network. Sorry about that, folks. First pitch to Davis is a ball. He'll swing on the second pitch. It'll bounce out to left field. The runner will come home from, it'll roll between his legs. It'll go out to the warning track, and the batter will make it all the way to second, and they'll bring home another runner in Wishart, and it's 3-0 Honda. Almost a mirror of what happened in game 1 against LeGrand.
Braden Boyce.
That'll take us to number 1, Braden Boyce, and Cody Bentley will go to the on deck. 1 out here and a runner at second for Honda. They lead 3-0 here. Here's the pitch, and he'll catch the outside of the plate. Ochoa will, for strike 1 on Boyce. Runner steps away from second, 2-step lead. This one will be swung on and missed, and we'll have strike 2. So with 1 out here, Ezekiel Ochoa will climb back into it. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit out into right field. It'll get it on the hop. The right fielder does. The throw in, and we'll have runners on the corners for the Spuds. They're actually going to overthrow the throw in field, and the runner, Boyce, will make his way to second on the overthrow. And with 1 out here,
the catcher, Cody
Honda
Bentley.
quickly loads up at second and third. That'll bring up number 21, Cody Bentley, with 1 out here. Runners step away from their bases. First pitch is in the dirt. Runners hold at their bases for ball 1. Bentley steps back in. Was hit by a pitch his first opportunity at bat. Check swing, didn't go all the way, so we'll have a 2-0 count now. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-0 on the count. Here's the pitch by Ochoa, outside, and it will catch the edge of the plate for a 3-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to be hit out into center field. Can he get there? He does, and that will end the inning. So, actually, that'll be out number 2. The runner from third will come home, and they'll take a 4-0 lead here in the top of the second. Runner at second for Honda with 2 outs. That'll bring up
Left
Nate
fielder, Nate
Gilbrick, number 4. So Boyce at second. He steps away. He's got a 2-step lead. They're going to throw to second. It's high and not there in time as the runner gets back in time. Ochoa settles on the mound now. Pitch is on its way. Swung on. This was going to go straight up in the air towards first base. It's going to be foul. If it's caught, it'll be out number 3, and it is. So they'll hang 1, score 4, and make it 4-0 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network with the bottom of the second.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field as we are set to go with the Central Washington portion of the second, bottom of the second, and Honda leads 4-0. They'd be able to lay 4 runs up on the board in that second inning to take the lead. They'd get them off of 4 or 5 hits and 2 errors committed by the Spuds would help out. On the mound for Honda's number 22, Jacob Bacon, and leading off is the catcher, number 22, Cody Goodwin. 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled in this inning for the Spuds. So Goodwin will settle in with Brandon Stout in the on deck. Bacon backs off of the mound, checks his infield players to make sure they're in position. They are, and we are set to go. Bacon gets the call from Bentley, and now the pitch is inside on the right-handed batter. And that will be ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate and evens the count out at 1. Bacon got to get back into the count here. He's got 16 pitches on the game. 11 of those have been balls. Here's the pitch inside. Makes it a 2-1 count now. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off, and that looked like it might have come back and got the batter in the ankle. Evens the count out at 2. He'll adjust himself and settle back into the box. Even count at 2, no outs. Leadoff batter for the inning. Here's the pitch by Bacon. That one's inside and wild, and we'll make it a full count at 3-2. The Spuds yesterday, they would open the tournament up against Gonzaga Prep, and that would be a battle of pitchers in that one. It wouldn't be till late in the 5th that the Spuds would put up a pair of runs, and they would hold on to those through the rest of the game. Here's the pitch now. Swung on. That one's going to be fouled down the third base line, and he'll stay alive with the full count. Bacon now on the mound, ready to go. Full count at 3-2. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit foul, almost the same line as the first one. The young man that ran out to get the one that went all the way deep into the bullpen for Honda down the third base line grabs that one as well. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on down the third base line, picked up on the hop. The throw to first is high, but there, and that'll be out number 1. Great job by the first baseman, Brody Magbalata, to reach high for that one. That was a high toss, but he got it on the toe, left his toe on the bag, and got the high catch. That'll be out number 1. That'll take us to number 21, Brandon Stout, the designated hitter. Here's the pitch by Bacon. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Zachary Valdez will go to the on-deck circle for the Spuds. This will be fouled off into the concrete behind the plate, and we go to 0-2. 1 out here. Bottom of the second. Honda leads the Spuds 4-0. Bacon now with the pitch for Honda. That one will be swung on. Golf swing. It's going to go out into center field, right field, and it will be picked up off of the hop, and the Spuds will have one on. Spuds have themselves a young little bat boy. He's got a Spuds uniform and everything. So 0-1 on the count.
The shortstop, Zachary Valdez.
That'll bring up Zachary Valdez. Got ahead of myself there. Number 11, the shortstop, Daniel Ochoa, will go to the on deck. Here's the pitch, swung on, bounces out to the shortstop. The throw to second is there, and down the line to first, and they'll turn the double play. So they'll get one on, leave them hanging, and it will stay 4-0 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the top of the third on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports heroes. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Day 2, Game 2, top of the third, and Gonzaga leads. Honda leads the Spuds 4-0. Leading off, well, we've got the 6, 7, 8 batters scheduled for this inning. Number 10, Ryan Troutman will lead off for Honda. Here's the pitch by Ochoa. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. We call that one outside. And Meg Bellata comes out and gets the ball from behind the plate. He is in the on deck. Here's the pitch now. That one's outside, makes it 2-0 on the count. Both these pitchers trying to get through it here. Here's the pitch. That one is high and outside on the right-handed batter of Troutman. Troutman was struck out his first opportunity at bat. He's facing a 3-0 count now. Here's the pitch, and that one will skin the plate, and we get strike 1 on the shortstop. Right-handed batter settles in. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled over the Maverick dugout, and we'll see a full count as Troutman battles his way through. Here's the pitch. Swung on, it's going to bounce in front of the plate, goes out to second, the throw to first is there, and that will be out number 1. That'll bring us to number 23, Brody Magbalata, and Steve Waters goes to the on deck. Into center field, and Meg Bellata will get on off the first pitch. 1 out here. That brings us to number 12, Steve Waters, and Max Gardner goes to the on deck. Honda's young bat boy comes out, snags the bat. He'll throw to first. The runner gets back on base very quickly. He'll settle back in. Game 3 is scheduled for 4 o'clock. Tune in for that one as we'll have coverage for that. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Gonzaga Prep and Lewis and Clark Twins will take that one on at 4 o'clock. And then at 7, much anticipated game between the Mavericks and the Twins. Third time in 5 days that these two teams have played. Here's the pitch. Actually be about 6 days, but who's counting? But it's very exciting. The two teams met in the Lewiston tournament last weekend in the championship game, and Lewiston, the Twins, would get the win in that one. Mavericks would get the win on Saturday
against Lewiston. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on. First strike, 2. 0-2 count, 1 out. Runner at first in Meg Bellata. Waters bunted his first opportunity at bat for an out. Was not a sac bunt though. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one's behind the back. The runner's going to go ahead and advance to second. Just a little bit wild, just a little bit outside. We'll call that one East Missoula. 1-2 count with 1 out. Meg Bellata steps away from second. Now the batter's going to get hit by the pitcher. They'll put a runner on, and Max Gardner will go to the plate, and Joey Wishart, now that's going to have a conference on the mound, and we're going to have all the infielders come in. There's going to be a party on the mound as they check in with the pitcher. Mitch Darlington out there on the mound, pitching coach. So they'll have their conversation out there on the mound. Try to get everybody wrangled in here. Looks like coach is trying to get some instructions, getting inside their head so you can see him out there being vocal. Seth Kitchen on his way out to break the party up. And he'll take his time getting out there. Now he's out there and breaks the party up. Everybody breaks up, goes their separate ways. And coach will make his way back to the dugout. And that will bring Gardner to the plate. He'll take his time walking to the halo.
Center fielder Max Gardner.
Gardner will settle in. Runners at first and second with 1 out here for Honda. Top of the third, they lead 4-0. First pitch by Ochoa, and they've got action in the bullpen now for the Spuds. Here's the pitch, outside, goes to a 2-0 count. Gardner looks down the third base line, gets the signal, and settles into the box. Right-handed batter is Gardner, reached off of a bunt, his first opportunity at bat. That pitch will catch the outside of the plate, and we go to a 2-1 count now. Meg Bellata at second, Waters at first. 1 out. Ochoa now with the pitch. That one's going to be outside, and we quickly go to a 3-1 count. Can't see the numbers. The number on the player warming up in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go foul over the netting, and we go to a full count as Gardner battles his way through. Joey Wishart in the on deck. Spud's got 4 screen jerseys with black numbers, so I'm not able to see down the line there to see what number is warming up. Here's the pitch by Ochoa. This one's going to be hit off the knuckles. It's going to come back in and bounce right off the seat in front of the press box and over the top of us. Lawrence is multitasking down there, and he was ready for the ball. Full count at 3-2 with 1 out. That one will be fouled off. It'll take into the netting, and Gardner will battle to stay alive. Wishart will come out and snag it from behind the plate. Three-two count. 1 out. Runners at first and second, and here's the pitch. This one he'll reach for. It'll go foul over the first base dugout, the Maverick dugout. Gardner still battling away to stay alive here with a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled back towards us. So Gardner doing everything he can to stay alive here with the full count. Ochoa bringing in what he can. Still action in the bullpen for the Spuds. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit right towards Ochoa. It'll go past second. Runner will hold at third, and they'll load the bases with one out. And that will bring us to the top of the batting order for Honda. Joey Wisher will come to the plate. Looks like the pitcher is done warming up down the line in the bullpen. He's making his way. And Wisher with a practice swing before he steps into the box. Loaded bases with one out. Here's the hit. It's going to go deep into left field. This one's going to go long. It'll bounce off the wall. Runners will advance from second and third, and they'll come around. Two will score to make it 6-0 Honda, with runners at second and third and two outs here. And it looks like we are going to have a change on the mound. It looks like coach is making his way out. He calls time, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds here as they let the new pitcher warm up, and we'll find out who it is right after this 60-second timeout on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Mrs. Prep Sports Heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Mrs. Prep Sports Heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley. Lindbergh Craig Field. New pitcher on the mound is number 5, Michael Chase. And the batter in the box is Josh Davis. So runners at second and third for Honda. One out here at the top of the third, and they have the lead, 6-0. This one will be hit foul down the third base line. It will be foul. And it's going to land deep down the line there. I don't know if that made it over the fence to the parking lot or not. The shrubbery down the line blocks the view. That'll be even count at 1. So Chase comes in. Ochoa will be done. Looking at Ezekiel Ochoa's stats here, and that pitch will slice the plate for strike 1. He'd go 2 1/3 innings, allow 6 runs off of 8 hits, and strike out 2 batters on his opportunity. Davis now, pair of singles. That one's going to hit Davis. So the bases will load for Honda with one out here. The fresh pitcher.
The catcher, Cody Bentley.
And that'll bring up number 1, Braden Boyes.
Third baseman, Braden Boyles.
So loaded bases, one out here. Right-handed batter in the box. He'll swing on that one. It'll bounce out to the second baseman. He'll throw. Shortstop with the tag at second. The throw to first is in time, and they will turn the 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. So they'll hang a couple on. They'll score a couple, and it will be 6-0 for Honda. We'll be back with the bottom of the third in 60 seconds. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Mrs. Prep Sports Heroes. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament, the 38th annual Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. For all your coverage this weekend, we'll have all of the non-Missoula Maverick games right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network, and then the Mav games we'll have available at the Grizz Sports app. Day 2, Game 2, and the Honda of Bellevue lead Central Washington Spuds 6-0 here. Bottom of the third, leadoff batter for the Spuds. Well, we've got the bottom of the batting order, and leading off is number 7, Daniel Ochoa, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Daniel
On the mound,
Ochoa.
it looks like Gonzaga Prep is making their way to the stadium as their bus comes down the driveway. Here's the pitch by Bacon. And it'll be strike 1. So the Spuds, they've got some work to do here. That pitch will be high. Evens the count out. They scored their runs late to get the win yesterday. Swing on that one and a miss for a 1-2 count. Settling in, Bacon. Gets a signal from Bentley, and now they call time and everybody steps off. Leadoff batter for the Spuds. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go foul down the first baseline, and we'll stay alive with a 1-2 count. Honda's done a good job defensively. Bacon struggled a little bit. He's caught up on the count. He's got 30 pitches in. 16 of those are strikes, but the first couple of batters he walked. That one's going to go in the dirt, and we'll even the count out at 2. Bacon, though, has pulled himself out of the hole he dug and stood up there pretty well on the mound. That pitch makes it a full count at 3-2. We have yet to get through the batting order, and that one's going to be hit out past second base. It'll roll to the shortstop. The throw to first is not there in time, and the runner gets on. So the Spuds will have their second runner on base of the game, and we'll come to the final batter of the batting order, number 14, of Bailey Sanchez, the right fielder. So we have now made it through the lineup of the Spuds here in the bottom of the third. Honda's been able to work their way through their lineup 1.5 times already. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ochoa thought about going down the line to second, but holds. 1-0 count now. Sanchez settles back in. They'll throw to first. Runner will get back just in time. Ochoa steps away from first, 1-step lead. Bacon checks him over his left shoulder. Now the pitch. That one's low. We go to a 2-0 count. So Bacon, he's evened out his pitching count now with 18 apiece. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and we'll go to a 3-0 count. No action as of yet in the Honda bullpen. They're going to let Bacon work his way out of it. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and they'll walk the batter. That'll take us to the top of the batting order. Number 12, Cameron Duke. And now Bentley will come in and have a conversation with Bacon. And that was a quick one. Number 12, Steve Waters from second base comes in and has part of the conference. Now we settle back in, and Cameron Duke will come in. Left-handed batter is Duke. Runners at first and second with no outs here for the Spuds. They're trying to work themselves back into it as they are down 6-0. Here's the pitch by Bacon. Outside on the left-handed batter for ball one. Duke walked his first opportunity at bat. And it looks like we might have the pitching coach, Rich Scrivener, come on out. Here comes the Twins. They're on their way in the building, into the complex. So it was the Twins, not Gonzaga Prep, that I saw come in. And Scrivener and Bacon having a conversation out on the mound. Bentley staying behind the plate. He's got some hand signals to the field, and now Scrivener will head back towards the Honda dugout down the third base line. They're up 6-0 on Central Washington, but with runners at first and second and no outs here, Central Washington look to see if they can make a run back into this game. Bottom of 3, no outs. Bacon ready at the mound. Runners step away from their bases. Ochoa at second with a 1.5-step lead. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it 3-0 on the count. Might see some action down the line here if Bacon can't get himself out of this in the bullpen for Honda. Bacon now with the signal settles in the pitch. That one's in the dirt. And now we're at a 3-0 count. I got ahead of myself. Duke looks down the line. No signal. So he settles into the box. Bacon now ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. That one will skin the plate, and we'll have our first strike on the batter. 3-1 on the count. Bacon behind on his pitch count. Of his 42 pitches, 22 of them have been balls. 23. Here's the pitch. That one will walk the batter, and they will load the bases. That'll take us to number 34, Wyatt Visker. And we might have a change on the mound here It looks like Coach Williams, the head coach, is out there. Now he makes his way back to the dugout. He looks towards the dugout with hands in his air, and he'll go ahead and go to the dugout. And Wyatt Visker will step in. So with loaded bases and no outs here, Spud's looking to see if they can break something open and get some runs on the board. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul into the dugout of Honda. Bacon struggling through here. Visker walked his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch by Bacon. This one's fouled off the hand grips and into the dugout once again of Honda. 0-2 count. Bentley looks towards the dugout to get the pitch, nods his head, and now relays it to Bacon. Runners step away from their bases as we've got loaded bases here with no outs. 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch by Bacon. That one's going to skin across the shins inside on the left-handed batter to make it a 1-2 count now. Visker settles back in. And now the pitch. And that one will even the count out at 2 now. Loaded bases, no outs. Spuds down 6-0 to Honda. Settles back in. And the pitch. That one's going to be behind the batter. Runner's going to advance home. The runners at first and second will move to second and third. And the Spuds have struck blood here in the bottom of the third. It's now 6-1 Honda. Full count at 3-2 for the batter. Runners at second and third and no outs. Visker settles back into the box. Runners step away from their bases at second and third, and now the pitch by Bacon. This one will be swung on and fouled. Visker will battle his way through with the full count. Visker settles in. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the pitch. And they'll go ahead and walk the batter to load the bases. That'll take us to number 8, Oskin Valdez, and Michael Harrington will go to the on deck. Now we've seen Honda turn the double play very easily. So they might be able to get themselves back into it here, but right now the Spuds have loaded the bases up. There is action in the Honda bullpen now. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Nice crowd moving in here for game 2. Sun's out, gorgeous day here. Slight bit of a breeze. The fans coming in to enjoy some Legion baseball. 1-0 count with the pitch on the way. That one will be high. It'll move it to 2-0. Bacon checks the runners and then settles himself tall on the mound. Runners step away from their bases. Bentley sends the signal and Bacon nods. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate, and we'll have a 2-1 count now. Bacon looking to see if he can battle his way through. Looks like Coach Scriver down the line to see if he can check on what the warm-up situation is. And that one will catch the plate, so we'll even the count out at 2 now for the third baseman. He settles in. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to hop out to the second baseman. He'll catch it. He'll get it off the hop, and they'll get the out at first base. Runners will advance to second and third. Actually, they were already there at second and third. And that'll bring up number 15, Michael Harrington. And Cody Goodwin will go to the on deck for the Spuds.
First baseman
So
Michael Harrington.
2 outs here. Bottom of 3. Here's the pitch. And it will be on the outside of the plate for strike 1 on Harrington. Here's the pitch by Bacon, and that one's going to pluck Harrington in the shoulder, and they'll load the bases again off of a hit batter. That'll bring up number 22, Cody Goodwin, and Brandon Stout will go to the on deck. And it looks like Scriver is trying to signal down the line to the coach. We should see Bacon pulled here pretty soon if he doesn't get out of this one. If he does, we will have the 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled in the top of the 4th for Honda. This one's high and inside for ball 1. Bacon ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. That one will be inside for strike 1, and we'll even the count out at 1. Here's the pitch. That one is low, and we'll go to a 2-1 count now. Loaded bases for the Spuds, 2 outs. They're down 6-1 to Honda. Here's the pitch by Bacon. That one will catch the plate, even the count out at 2. Looks like Bacon's going to try to work himself out of this one and end the inning. Stave off whoever's warming up in the bullpen down the third base line. Here's the pitch. Swung on, he reaches for it, up over the head of, and it'll hop over the right fielder as well. They'll bring 2 runs home. And Goodwin will make his way to third. The throw to third is there, sliding in, and he is out. So they'll score runs and make it 6-4 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the top of the 4th inning right after this 60-second timeout on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Game 2 of day 2, and we've got a good one here as Honda and of Bellevue and the Spuds out of Central Washington. So the Spuds, they came back in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 6-4 on the scoreboard. So they battled their way back in here. See if they can put a goose egg up on the board for Honda. Leading off the inning, number 21, Cody Bentley. And in the on deck is Nate Gelbrick. So Gelbrick settles in. He'll hit on the first pitch, caught by the shortstop, and they're not able to throw as wide, and the runner will get on. Harrington had to come off the base to get the throw to keep it from going wild, and the runner gets on. That'll take us to number 4, Nate Gilbrick, and Ryan Troutman will go to the on deck. Chase on the mound. He came in. That one's going to roll out towards left field, and we'll have another runner on with no outs here for Honda. Number 10, Ryan Troutman will come to the plate, and Brody Magbalata will go to the on deck. So runners at first and second for Honda. No outs here. And Troutman will settle in. And it looks like we're going to have a brief conversation here. I don't know if we're going to have a pitching change quite yet, but I think looks like Coach Darlington, the pitching coach, is out there trying to get things squared away. And it's a brief conversation, and he'll head back. So that'll bring us Troutman to the plate. With Gilbrick at first and Bentley at second. Runners step away from their bases. Chase checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside. The runners are going to go ahead and advance off the wild pitch. And with no outs here, Honda is threatening to increase their score. Troutman will look down the line. They do have action in the bullpen for the Spuds. So there is somebody warming up down the line. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be inside. It'll be a ball. So 2-0 on the count. Coach Williams of Honda with the signal at third base. He is the third base coach. Here's the pitch by Chase. Swung on, fouled up over the netting. It'll hop up over the netting and land just to the right of us here. So we'll have a 2-1 count now for the shortstop. Chase with the pitch. That one's going to be batted down the first base line. Nice little bunt down the first base line. Throw to first is not there. They'll score a run and get the runner on. So it's 7-4 Honda now. And the runner at first, they've got him in a pickle. They throw to third, and now the runner will come home from third, and they'll score another one here. And the runner at first gets second base. It is now 8-4 Honda with a pair of runs here without any outs. And the third baseman will come over and hand the ball, put it directly in the glove of Chase.
First baseman, Brody Magbalata.
So Magbalata will come to the plate. Brody Magbalata. And Steve Waters goes to the on deck. So runner at second, no outs. And they put 2 runs up here so far in the fourth. Magbalata, walk and a single, his opportunities at bat today. He'll look down the third base line. Williams with the call. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will foul directly back towards us, but catching the netting, and we'll have an even count at 1 now. Magbalata. He's got 2 runs on the day as well. Here's the pitch by Chase. That one's going to be hit foul over the first base dugout, and we're at a 1-2 count now. Batter still warming up down in the bullpen for the Spuds down the first base line. Magbalata readjusts his grip, and now he settles in. Chase with a deep breath, and the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul, and it's going to land on the top of the first baseline dugout. number 10. All right, thank you, Zach. Our birthday boy, assistant tournament director, Zach, let me know. Throw to second. Ball is not held. It will roll out into the outfield. So Carter Stout looks like is warming up down the line there for the Spuds. And he's making his way back down. And the pitch by Chase. This was going to be swung on. It's going to float straight up in the air. Third baseman says he's got it. Pitcher will come in from behind to cover, and he does, and that will be the first out of the inning. And the runner at second will hold. That will take us number 12, Steve Waters, and Max Gardner will go to the on deck. And it looks like we might have a change here. Yep, handshake, the ball is handed out, and we are going to see a pitching change. So we'll step aside for a few moments while they let the new pitcher warm up, and it is number 10, Carter Stout. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout while the new pitcher warms up.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field, coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. And we have a pitching change on the mound for Central Washington Spuds. Number 10, Carter Stout will come in and relieve Michael Chase. So Chase would pitch one whole inning, two runs off of 2 hits, and would not strike out any batters. So let's see how Carter Stout's going to do with Steve Waters coming to the plate. Max Gardner in the on deck. Here's the first pitch. It's low and outside for ball 1. Runner at second for Honda in Ryan Troutman. And that will be a wild pitch. And the runner at second will advance to third. So 1 out here, top of the 4th, and Honda leads 8-4. Here's the pitch. That one they'll call a balk, and the runner will come home from third. So now it's 9-4 Honda with 1 out. So a 2-0 count here. Here's the pitch. Bulk call, Lawrence. Bulk call. So the 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and they'll walk the batter. So that'll bring us to Max Gardner, number 13, and Joey Wishart will go to the on-deck circle.
Center fielder, Max Gardner.
So Gardner settles in with a runner at first with one out. Here's the pitch. And now the pitch. That one's going to be low, and we'll go to a 2-0 count here. So Stout coming in, and he finds himself behind on the count. First 5 pitches have been balls. Runner steps away from first. Pitch is on its way. That one will catch the plate, and we'll even the count out. We'll make it a 2-1 count now. Here's the pitch. Inside. Ball 3. 3-1 count with one out. Runner at first. It's 9-4 on the scoreboard in favor of Honda. And they'll go ahead and walk that batter. And we'll swing to the top of the batting order with Joey Wishart coming to the plate, number 11, and Josh Davis going to the on-deck. So with one out here, runners at first and second. And Honda looking to see if they can make it 2 in a row today. Back-to-back wins, as they would take the win against La Grande, Oregon in Game 1 this morning, 9-1. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside of the plate, skimming the plate for strike 1. Wishart, 2 for 2. He's got a walk, a triple, and a double. Here's the pitch. In the dirt on the outside. Runners will advance from second and third on the wild pitch. And we will have an even count at 1. Goodwin will settle in behind the plate. Umpire says even count at 1 and points at the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to go over the second baseman's head. It's going to roll out into right field. Runners will come around. We'll have one come in, and the runner at second will hold at third in Gardner. And they will increase it to 10-4 on the board.
The designated hitter, Josh Davis.
That'll bring us to number 5, Josh Davis, and Braden Boyce will go to the on-deck. So Boyce settles in. Runners on the corners for Honda with one out here. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It'll come right at the pitcher. Rolls out to center field, and the runner will come home to make it 11-4. And they'll have runners at first and second with one out here. That will take us to number 1, Braden Boyce, and Cody Bentley will go to the on-deck. Stay tuned, folks. At 4 o'clock, we will have Game 3, Gonzaga Prep and the Lewis and Clark Twins. That one will be at 4 o'clock. That pitch will catch the plate for strike 1 to Boyce. Boyce is a right-handed batter. He's 1 for 3. Had a single for his second opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Down the third base line. Picked up by the third baseman. Throw to second is there. The throw to first is there. And they will turn the double play to end the inning. So they'll hang a couple, or they'll hang one. They'll score 5, and they'll make it 11-4 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
1 error, 1 runner left on base.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Mavericks Memorial Tournament 2017. And we've got a change on the mound for Central Washington as Will Thordarson will come in. So Thordarson comes in to relieve. And let's pull up. Actually, it's for Honda, I should say, not for the Spuds. So Thordarson, we track him down. Bacon, he would pitch 3 innings, allow 4 runs off of 3 hits, and would not strike out any batters. Finish with a 9.33 ERA. And leading off, we've got the 6, 7, 8 batters scheduled for the Spuds in this inning, and the leadoff batter is number 21, Brandon Stout. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate on the left-handed batter for strike 1. Brandon Sweat singled his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one will be hit foul down the third base line. And we'll have an 0-2 count very quickly. Zachary Valdez in the on deck for the Spuds. This one will be hit high into the air. Shortstop says he's got it, and he does, and that'll be out number 1. That will take us to number 11, Zachary Valdez, and Daniel Ochoa will go to the on deck. So 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th. Honda leads 11-4 over the Spuds. They need to get a couple of runs in here to keep away from that 8-run rule. This one's going to be hit squarely out into center field. Center fielder not able to catch it on the run. It will drop, and he will make its way to second base. And a little embarrassment for Gardner, I think, as he sits out on the center field there, readjusts his glasses, his hat, and his glove, and now gets up out of the grass. And that'll bring us to number 7, Daniel Ochoa, and Bailey Sanchez will go to the on deck. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be hit just about the same spot. Center fielder Gardner's going to be there this time, and he's got the out. So 1 out here. Runner at second for the Spuds, and that'll bring up number 14, Bailey Sanchez, and Cameron Duke will go to the on-deck circle for the Spuds. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. It is 11-4
Bailey Sanchez
in favor of Honda. They're looking to see if they can go 2-0 on the day. They'd go 2-1 on the weekend. Here is the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter of Sanchez. He was walked his first opportunity at bat. Sanchez settles back in. Runner at second. Valdez steps away. He's got a 2-step lead out there at second. Here's the pitch. That
That one's going to be wide and we'll even count at 1. Two outs here. A lot of crowd participation here late. And here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out into center field. It'll be caught by the second baseman to end the inning. So they'll leave one hung and not score anything, and it will stay 11-4. We'll have the top of the 5th inning here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
No runners left on base.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Game 2, top of the 5th inning here. Honda leads Central Washington 11-4. Leading off for Honda is number 21, Cody Bentley, with Nate Gilbrick in the on deck. 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled in this inning for Honda. And here's the first pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Bentley 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch on his first opportunity at bat, and he did reach the last time off of an error. Deep breath. That one will be outside and even the count out at 1. Umpire says 1 apiece, points to the mound, and now Carter Stout is throwing. That one will be swung on and missed for strike 2. Stout settles in. And the pitch. That one's going to be hit out into left field. It'll hop in front of the left fielder, and they'll have their leadoff batter on base. That'll take us to Nate Gilbrick, and Ryan Troutman will go to the on deck.
Nate Gilbrick.
Gilbrick comes to the plate with 1 on and no outs. Honda's been able to hang their 11 runs up off of 13 hits. They have not committed an error yet today. Here's the pitch by Stout. That one will be inside for ball 1. So Stout settles in on the mound. And here's the pitch. Swung on. High floater. That one's going to go foul deep over the Maverick dugout, the first baseline dugout. And we'll have an even count at 1 here with no outs. Bentley steps away from first with a 1-step lead. Gilbrick waits for the pitch. It's on its way, swung on. That one's going to foul up over our heads here. And we'll have a 1-2 count now for the left fielder. Sun's starting to beat in here on the press box. Here's the pitch. That one will strike out the batter. Stout comes in, and he will strike out a batter for out number 1. And that'll bring up Ryan Troutman, number 10. And Brody Magbalotto will go to the on deck. We'll have game 3 here at 4 o'clock. Lewis and Clark and Gonzaga Prep. That one's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 1. Troutman, 1 for 3 on the day. Reached on a bunt in his last opportunity. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it 2-0 on the count. One out here. Top of 5. 11-4 lead. That one pitch will be inside. And we'll go to 3-0. 11-4 lead for Honda. They would take game 1 this morning over LeGrand. 9-1. They were lost a game yesterday. That one's going to be a wild pitch. Is runner's going to advance. And they'll have runners at first and second with 1 out here. But they would lose yesterday to Gonzaga Prep 9-1. So Honda looking to see if they can be the first team with 2 wins in the tournament here. And that'll bring us Brody Magbalata to the plate, number 23, and Steve Waters will go to the on deck. First pitch is low for ball 1. Grinding out here through this one. And here's the pitch. In the dirt, outside. Makes it 2-0 on the count. So 2-0 on the count. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Honda. They lead 11-4. Here's the pitch. High. Makes it 3-0 on the count. Here's the pitch by Stout. And that one will catch the plate. We've got our first strike on the batter for this appearance. Bentley at second. Troutman at first for Honda. 3-1 count. 1 out. Carter Stout on the mound, and here's the pitch. That one will be wide, and they'll walk the batter to load the bases. Young man for Bellevue Honda comes out, grabs the bat off the field. That'll bring us to Steve Waters, and Max Gardner will go to the on deck. So loaded bases, 1 out, and Bellevue leads 11-4. Here's the pitch outside. That'll be ball 1. Carter Stout with the pitch. That one will catch the plate, and we'll even the count out at 1 now. 1 out here. Loaded bases for Honda. They lead 11-4. Here's the pitch. It was going to be off the elbow inside for ball 1 on the right-handed batter. Waters 0 for 1, bunted, hit by a pitch, and a walk in his 3 appearances. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder gets on his bike and tries to get out there, but it's going to bounce and roll all the way back to the warning track. They'll bring 1 home. They'll bring 2 home, and they will hold the 3rd one at third base. And it goes to 13-4 Honda with runners at second and third and only 1 out here in the 5th. So Honda is loading up the runs
Center fielder Max Gardner
in their Friday play. They would hang 9 up in the first game, and they've got 13 now in the second. And now settling in is Max Gardner with Joey Wishart going to the on deck. Carter Stout on the mound for the Spuds. Here's the pitch. one will catch the inside of the plate for Gardner for strike one. 2 for 2 is Gardner on the day. Walked in his last opportunity at bat. Runners step away from their bases at second and third. Stout now with the pitch. This one will be swung on, bounces out over the pitcher's mound, rolls out to center field. They'll score 1 run. The second run is on his way home, and he will slide in safe. And it's now 15-4 Honda. And they'll have a runner at second. Wishart will come to the plate now.
Right fielder Joey Wishart.
And Gardner makes it, or Waters makes his way to second. No, that is Gardner at second. He steps away with a 2-step lead now. Here's the pitch. This one's going to go down the first base line, right into the hands of the first baseman. He'll get the out by kicking the bag, and it will be 2 on the board. Runner will hold at second. That'll take us to Josh Davis, number 5.
The designated hitter, Josh Davis.
So Honda hanging 15 runs up on the board here. They'd get 4 in the second, 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth, and they're currently at 4 in the fifth with a runner at second. Gardner steps away, wild pitch, and so Gardner will make his way to third here now. You can hear the Lewis and Clark twins batting practice going on in the background. They're warming up. They've got a game against Gonzaga Prep at 4 right after this one. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one will be just about the same spot. Rolls out into center field. Runner will advance home from third. And they'll have a runner at first. And it's 16-4 Honda here in the top of the fifth. Boyes, number 1, will come to the plate now, with Cody Bentley going to the on deck with 2 outs. And the Spuds are going to have to shut this down and give themselves an opportunity to get back into the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on, high floater, straight up into the air. First baseman says he's got it. Catcher says he's going to get it, but it's going to land on the warning track right in front of the netting here in front of us. And we'll even the count out at 1 now. Goodwin will get his mask back.
Third baseman Braden
Slides it back on. Boyes settles in with an even count at 1. 2 outs. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Boyes 1 for 4 on the day. Had a single his second opportunity at bat. Faces a 1-2 count now. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on and missed, and they will have a strikeout to end the inning. So the Spuds will get an opportunity to get back into it here in the bottom of the fifth. They've got to try to get some runs on, otherwise it's game over. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Mavericks 38th Annual Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here. Lindbergh Craigfield, Game 2, bottom of the fifth, 16-4 Honda over Central Washington, and off of the 7-run rule here, they will, or 8-run rule, they'll have to, they, as in the Spuds, will have to get some runs on to avoid game over. And leading off for the Spuds, number 12, Cameron Duke. There's the throw to second to signal the beginning of the inning. And Duke will make his way to the plate. Top of the batting order for the Spuds here. Here's the pitch. First pitch by Thordarson. I'll spit it out there. Second pitch is a strike, so an even count here. Thordarson's got to shut things down here to get the win. They'll go, if they can, it'll be back-to-back wins for Honda in the tournament. They'll move to a 2-1 record. That one's in the dirt. We'll have a 2-1 count now. Central Washington, if they're not able to get anything going here, they'll move to an even 1 record. They would get their first win yesterday against Gonzaga Prep. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul into the parking lot. And we'll have an even count at 2 now. Left-handed batter and Duke settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will be out number 1. And Thordarson will have a K. That'll take us to number 34, Wyatt Visker. Number 6 is in. Okay, I apologize. Wade Visker is in, not Wyatt. So Wade Visker, his first opportunity at the plate. He came in for Wyatt. Here's the pitch. Even count at 1 with 1 out here. Honda running the score up is at 16-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, makes it a 2-1 count. Here's the step. Here is the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. He'll get it on the hop. The throw to first is there, and that'll be out number 2. So, 1 out away. Young man with the Spuds uniform comes out with his batter's helmet, grabs the bat, and he's on his way back to the dugout. That'll bring up Austin Valdez for the Spuds with 2 outs here. Thordarson with the pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. Thordarson settles on the mound. And Valdez in the box. Right-handed batter Valdez, 0 for 2 on the day. And that pitch will make it 2-0 on the count. Thordarson gets the pitch, settles in, and it's on its way. That'll be low. Now we go to a 3-0 count here. 2 outs, nobody on. Honda leads 16-4. Thordarson ready for the pitch. It's on its way. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Makes it a 3-1 count now. Darson will adjust the dirt on the plate. He'll get the pitch from Bentley and settles. Here's the pitch.